just like you did, and go to the chat and the recording will be there. It'll be like 5 or 10 minutes after class. Okay, so social media content. Wait, hold on, I'm getting some feedback here. I'm not sure you guys are muted. All right, so I get this question practically probably every agent I meet with is where to find content. So here I'm going to go through, I'm going to give you guys a ton of ideas here on where to find content because it literally is everywhere. So here I'm going to start with this. Share my screen. And I'm more than happy to share the slide deck with you guys at the end. Wait, that just went the other way. Wait, hold on, sorry guys. This literally just shared the wrong, I got too many screens up. Okay. You guys should be seeing that, correct? My slide deck. Okay, so I will definitely share this with you guys. So I've been more than happy. All I ask you guys, and I'll put my email in the chat, is just send me an email and I will send it back to you. You can literally just say PPT in the subject and I'll share it. Okay, I'm not going to go through the chat, so just send me an email. It's the easiest thing for me. Okay, so what I want to start, let's get started because we only have an hour today, so I don't want to keep you guys, and I want to make sure I get enough content in here for you. Just kidding, my thing doesn't want to work. Okay, so first and foremost, and I get this a lot, is where do you focus on social media? Okay, and I always say, because a lot of people are going now Instagram, which is great. They're even focusing on TikTok now, but if you still look, guys, the main ones are still Facebook and Instagram. So if you were really going to focus on any of the two, these would be the two that I would recommend 100%, as well as YouTube. So as you know, and if you don't know, YouTube is the second most #1 site past Google. So what we're going to talk to is a lot of the content, guys, is what's happening right now in marketing is everyone more is responding to videos. So the more that you can do videos, that is 100% of where you need to go. You're going to get more interaction on your social media. You're going to get more interaction on your website, your emails, everything. So the more that all this content that you can make into a video is where it's at. And if you look, guys, TikTok is still, I mean, it's getting popular, but it's still not #1. So I really wouldn't focus on that. That's not really where 100% of you're going to get leads. Okay, it's fun and exciting, but it's really not going to give you leads here. All right. So the next thing to really think about is really when you guys are out, and this is kind of how you have to think of with social media, your content is everywhere. So it's really starting to kind of switch your brain and to start to think of, okay, when I'm out, what am I going to shoot? Or let me take a picture of that. Those are the types of things that you have to basically train your mind. And I know a lot of you, and I was the same way with this. I hated sharing my social life. But think of it more as a business. You're thinking of sharing your business. So where do people want to see? So if you're focusing on a certain area, okay, I'm actually in Fort Lauderdale, so I'm just going to pick on Fort Lauderdale today. If I was in Fort Lauderdale and I was an agent in Fort Lauderdale and I wanted to focus on this area, I would think of everywhere people want to visit in Fort Lauderdale. So if I'm out at a restaurant, that's a great opportunity to tag that restaurant. Show those boutique shops that are downtown. Show that lifestyle. That's what they want to see, guys, is the lifestyle. And also, too, is around your office. So I say this a lot, guys. You guys have one of the most interesting jobs out there. People want to see what you do. People want to see what is your day-to-day? What does it take for you to get that home run shot from a photographer? So that's why I say when you guys even have a photo shoot, I know you always show the pretty photos, show the behind the scenes of that. Show what does it take for that photographer to set up that photo shoot. You know, that's where it gets more exciting. What does it take to set up that open house or that broker's open? Those types of things. You know, think about that stuff. Is basically you become more kind of documenting in your life with this. Okay, the next thing to really think about too is a content calendar. I know a lot of you are going to fight me on this because I get it all the time. You don't have time to create a calendar. I hear it. But it's super easy, guys. You can have a content calendar on anything. I can even send you, I have an example in Excel. I'm more than happy to share it with you. Again, if you just want to just send me an email, just say content calendar, I'll share mine with you. They're very easy. The benefit is with this is it keeps you on track with your social media. Okay, and so even if you guys need help putting this together, come to me. If you guys are in my region, I will help you with this. I am more than happy. I've done a few of them. Don't feel that you're in this alone. Help, like we will get you started. Okay, so think of that as we can basically create a content calendar, but what it helps is it keeps you consistent. It keeps you then not scrambling of what am I going to post, and then it also keeps you more in time. Like the thing with social media, guys, is it's about engagement. Okay, it's not about whoever posts the most wins. That's not how it works. It's engagement. So it's making sure, and it's consistency. So what I always say with marketing is it's like a wheel. Okay, you have to keep the wheel moving. It doesn't have to move fast. It doesn't have to move slow. It just has to move in some fashion or form. The minute you stop that wheel, you're dead in the water. That's what happens. So this is the same with social media. So whatever you commit to, if you commit to 3 days a week of posting, that's fine. I used to work for a lot of builders and developers. That's what I did. I did 3 days a week and I had a great following. You don't have to sit here and think that you have to post 3 times a day, every single day. Okay, so keep that in mind. So content calendar, very, very easy. So here's kind of an idea. This is just an idea. And again, this is an aggressive idea. This is just showing you what you could possibly do. I just put this together to show you, like, you could easily do this. You could even spread this out over the course of 2 weeks if you wanted. So here, for example, Monday, maybe you feature a local hotspot in town that people are dying to visit. Let's face it, guys, we have tons of them around our area. Florida is the hotspot. Anywhere, show maybe a new shop, maybe a new hair salon, anything like that, even a new restaurant, those types of things. And then the benefit is if you tag that business, that's where you're going to win, because tagging it on social media is going to get you in front of their followers. Okay, so you have to make sure that you're tagging them. Post a real estate tip. You guys have tons of them. And I get a lot of things that are like, well, what can I post? You guys don't even probably realize in your day-to-day the questions that you are constantly answering from sellers or from buyers. Those are what people want to see. There's also a great website, guys, and I'm going to show it to you later, but it's called answerthepublic.com. This website is like a marketer's dream. What it does is you can actually get 3 searches in this website. It actually lets you do 3 a day, and then it'll say it'll charge you. But don't pay for anything. I always say, like, every agent like wants to pay for everything. Don't pay for it. Just wait till midnight and do another search. The benefit with this, though, is it literally is telling you what people are searching on Google right now. This is a home run. So you could put anything in there. You could put real estate in South Florida and see what are people asking about. And it'll give you content ideas in that. It'll tell you that people are asking, what are the taxes in Florida? Well, that's a post right there. Right there, that's how in my mind I would work. That's a post. Talk about what are the taxes, a quick little social media content. And I'm going to show you this. It gives you a wheel. It's really cool that you could save these wheels and save them as a graphic. Then you could go back to and refer to them. So if you start gaining them and you're basically gaining all your content that people are actually searching for at that moment, it's a home run. So another idea. So Wednesday, spotlight someone or something in the community. So this is always a benefit, guys, to highlight a business. There's no business that is going to say, no, don't highlight me. So maybe even if you guys have partners, if you guys use lenders or whatever, interior designers, stagers, maybe feature them, stuff like that that's linked to your business. And then also think about maybe featuring businesses that are just in your area, okay, that a restaurant, a coffee shop, anything like that, feature them. It helps a lot, guys. I had an agent one time, she took one of my classes and she did our first blog post. She featured this hair salon in her community. The thing got so much traction. The hair salon actually reached out to her, wanted to feature her. She got so much just from that one blog post. So just think about, what do people want to know? Obviously post something personal. So this is obviously to the point of your comfort level, guys. So whatever you're comfortable with. So some agents, they post about their kids. If you're not comfortable with that, then don't do that. But still show them a side of you. Okay, this is where I'm saying that this is where video is so hot. Because what's happened is during that COVID time, we lost that personal connection. We're meant to connect with people. So we have to let them see a side of us. Okay, that's what they want to see. And it's funny because a lot of agents I'll see, they'll post all kinds of beautiful homes and everything. The minute they post about them, they get more likes than anything and more engagement. That's what people want to see. Obviously, weekend events are always a home run. I used to do a lot of stuff for builders and developers. Every Thursday or Friday, that's all I would do, a blog post. I would literally show just what are the events happening for that weekend. That's an easy one that you could get away with. And then, of course, promoting your business. So the magic formula when you're doing a post is they say who, what, where, when, why, and a question. The reason for that question, and that's probably the most important thing of your post, is because of engagement. So the thing to keep in mind, guys, with social media, this is where a lot of agents, they get confused with it. It's a platform. It's literally a computer program. So you have to trick it and you have to basically figure out the algorithm for it. So what you do is they want to know you're on this platform. So how do you do that is you have to engage. So it's not even just about you posting. It's also about how much are you engaging with other people on the platform. So a little tip on this, and I actually just do this. I use this as an example that I started a little account for my son's travel baseball team. And I'm going to tell you guys, this was a great example because I hear it all the time. Agents are like, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do this either. So let me tell you what I did is I posted this thing. And what I would do is every night, all I would do, and I'm literally right before I would go to bed, I would go through my news feed and I would just literally hit a few likes down my news feed. That's all I would do. And what it would show is I'm engaged on the platform. That's what they want to see. Once in a while, post a few comments to people. Say, hey, this was a great, I would talk about baseball. I'd say, great hit, great video, whatever. Say that the same as yours. If you're talking to other people, just make a small little comment. That is going to trick the algorithm that you're active on the platform. That's what they want to see. And again, like I'm talking, guys, literally, I would take 10, 15 minutes to do this. I did not spend an absorbent amount of time on this. So that's all it has to do, but they have to see that you're engaged. That's how it works, okay? So it can't just be you posting stuff. You also have to go through and like other people and make comments here and there. And again, this isn't an everyday thing, guys. Just once in a while, like 3-4 times a week, just do it. 10-15 minutes a day. Call to action. So this is also a great thing to keep in your posts, okay? Even in your descriptions, make sure that you have some sort of call to action to make them reach out. So here were some examples. Never miss a thing in New York City. Click here to get a list of fun local events. Obviously, depending on the platform you're on, we all know Instagram has a weird thing with links. So how you get around Instagram, or how a lot of people are getting around Instagram, is they're either posting the main link in their blog of where they want them to go and they switch it depending on the post, or like that list. So Linktree is a great thing. Okay, Linktree, if you guys don't know, lets you post a bunch of links on one page. Okay, so that's a great thing to do for Instagram to have in your bio. You basically can just post all your links there and say, here, visit my link, visit the link in the bio. Obviously, in Facebook, you don't have to worry about that. You can post links in your post. So other things, for reviews on more local hotspots, visit our blog. For an instant home evaluation, click here. Thinking of buying or selling your home this year, text us anytime. Or you guys can also use the DM. DM me for more information. For those that don't know what DM is, it's direct messaging. Let me tell you guys, direct messaging is the most underused thing on social media. And I don't understand it. You guys don't have to worry about do not call. You don't have to worry about any of that. So DM these people. What I'm finding more and more, I actually have an agent right now in Fort Lauderdale. She uses this 100% for her business. This is literally, she does nothing else but DM people. She literally works them all by Instagram. So what she does is she'll post a listing. To give you an example of how it works, she'll post a listing and she won't give all the information. She'll just do a little sneak peek of it, tell a little bit about it, and then she'll say, DM me for more information. And then what happens is when they're in that DM with you, it's basically a private message, they open up. They start to say, hey, I got her one-on-one. I got him one-on-one. I'm going to open up. And then they open up and then she gets them. Okay, so think about that. Okay, and remember, you got to start reaching out to your people on Instagram. You never, or social media all across, because you never know where they're going to respond to you. Maybe they like getting DM better. I actually have a one of my specialists. I consider she's a millennial, 100%. She actually tells me that she will respond to her DMs before a text message. This is how the millennials think. So think about your target audience and think about that stuff too. They may respond better. Even think about if you wanted to actually do a video, DM them. You could DM a quick little video of a market update or anything like that as well. All right, so tagging, again, we talked about this, but when your guys are focusing on a business, it's so important to tag them because it amplifies in front of their followers. So that's the benefit with that. She talked about this. So here was an example. So if an account gets 200 notifications, they won't see the first 100. They'll only see the last 100. So when you tag that account, however, it shows up in a separate notification. That's the benefit with that. All right, so then focus on, I said to this, focus on engagement, respond to comments, okay? Use hashtags strategically. I talk a lot with the hashtags, okay? So a post is actually allowed like 30 hashtags. Should you use 30? No, don't use 30. I would say stick around 10 to 11 is pretty beneficial. Stay with the 10 to 11 and start to look at like, what are people looking at? What are other agents doing? What is Coldwell Banker doing? What are the hashtags that we use? So some ideas for hashtags can be, obviously, if it was a business, think of the area. So if I'm in Fort Lauderdale, I would tag Fort Lauderdale, maybe even the downtown area. Like we have Las Olas, so I would tag Las Olas. Those types of things. Think of those tags. Even luxury. So if you guys are doing luxury properties, then say luxury property, high end, $1 million, those types of things. And you guys will see, remember the benefit with the hashtagging is with Instagram, you can search those hashtags. Okay, so look, because you don't want to follow a hashtag that has 1 million plus. You're just going to get lost. You want to narrow down that hashtag. Okay, so I have Jen, looking at Jenny, or so I'm thinking of Pinecrest right now. So say if I did Pinecrest, it probably has too many followers. So I wouldn't do Pinecrest, but probably if I said Pinecrest real estate, it's going to narrow that down for me a lot better than if I just did a general Pinecrest, for example. So look at that. Okay. And then, of course, obviously develop a content strategy. So this is where that content calendar comes into play. So things that help with this, guys, is Canva. If you guys are not familiar with Canva, I 100% recommend Canva. At Canva, look at Sarah's so good. It is. Canva makes it so easy to put this into place. And I'll show you guys. And the benefit with Canva too is you can even buy these social media templates on Etsy for like $10 just to get you started. Sarah, you're killing me.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I was on Etsy the other day. This is like, I'm all about automation and trying to make my life easier because I have young children. So I saw on Etsy, they have like a buyer's guide. They have so much for realtors that you never have to reinvent a wheel.
And it's so cheap. Then it's so cheap. Yes. And I'm going to show you guys some examples, just Canva, how you could do it. The benefit with Canva is you can literally build them out, 30, 50 of them in one file. And then when it comes to updating, you're just like, okay, which one do I want to use? And you put it in there.
And actually, if you get the Pro, you can schedule it out and it automatically will release to your Facebook. So say you create the content. I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is like my
go ahead. Please, I love sharing.
If you get the Pro version and it's like $100 or something stupid cheap for the whole year, then you can literally schedule those things that you create, and it can be video, it can be anything, and they have templates. It's so easy.
It is.
You can just set it and forget it.
I agree. Thank you, Sarah, for sharing. I'm telling you, Canva, guys, Canva is amazing. I literally just upgraded to Pro. I literally spent the past year not doing, and I'm a graphics person. I was trained on Adobe, Photoshop, InDesign, all of that. I knew them all, Illustrator. Canva is a dream. It makes it very, very easy. And they have a ton of templates in there for you guys to get started. So I highly, highly recommend it.
They have an app.
Yes. Oh, they have an app? I didn't even know they have an app. Oh, they have an app. That's even awesomer. So again, focus on your audience as well. Okay. So if you guys too, this is where a lot of people lose on marketing. Okay. So think of like your analytics. And I know nobody's looking at analytics, but if you guys are really going to get serious, you got to at least look a little bit at your analytics. So what I mean by that is with Instagram, okay, they allow you very easily to upgrade to a business profile. You guys should be at a business profile, okay? The benefit with that is you get to see all the analytics of what people are doing. So you see who is following you, what is their age group, are they male, are they female, when are they opening up your content, what times are they on the platform? Okay, this will kind of just help you get an idea. And I'm not saying spend a tremendous amount of time on this, guys. Again, this is probably like a 10-minute thing you can look at and get a quick idea. Again, even your email blast. If you guys are sending out drip campaigns, again, you should look at the analytics very quickly and see what time, who's opening it, what time are they opening those. Those are going to give you an idea of your audience and what they're responding to. Okay, the benefit with the Instagram is it's actually going to tell you which ones of your posts are more liked. So which ones are they engaging with more? So you're seeing what are they responding to? Those types of things. And of course, consistency across the board is key. And I said this in the beginning, but this is so crucial, guys, because this is where I see most agents struggling with. And again, I say to just stick to that calendar. And again, it could be something as simple as 3 times a week posting. It doesn't have to be 7 days a week, you guys posting. If you just do the 3 days a week, stick to the 3 days a week. Okay. And I said, I could tell you, I used to do this for builders and developers. I would stick to Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I would rotate Thursday and Friday. Sometimes I'd share my events on Thursday, sometimes on Friday. I would stick Monday, Wednesday, Friday all the time. And I had probably like 6,000 people following me. So I'm telling you guys, it works. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to go crazy. It's the consistency that keeps it very regular. And again, I keep reiterating, sorry, I took some of these slides from my other site, my other class. So obviously promote content. So right after creating an engaging and informative, I say blog post, but it's social media post, you should have an idea of how and where you're going to start to get visitors for. Okay, so this is where you start thinking about the optimizations, start thinking about your content constantly of always going in front and where you're going to target. So the thing I always remember to guys too is when you're doing this content, okay, and this is where I think a lot of agents get so overwhelmed because they think I got to create content for this one and I got to create content for email and I got to create content for blog. No, I would create content for one thing. Okay, if I was going to post, it's one content. So if I was going to talk about one thing, then I'm spreading that content across the board. So if I have a social media post, then maybe I turn it into a blog post. Then maybe I turn that into an email blast. So that one content is across the board for everything that I'm using. For social media, you're just taking a bit and piece of it and then directing them to your blog. Or if you don't have a blog, then maybe your website, that type of thing, or your email. Okay, so don't think that it's just one thing that you're creating this for. It's across the board that you spread it. Okay, so that's to the topics. This is obviously what you guys are here for. So we're going to go through a ton of different post ideas. So first and foremost, obviously your local area events. Those are always a home run, especially guys, if you're in an area that's up and coming and they are very popular with events. I can tell you I did recently, before I came to Coldwell Banker, I worked for this builder that was building over on Parrish on the west coast of Florida. There was this Hunsader farm that I blogged about. I have no idea what it was. I blogged about it. That thing apparently it's the only thing to do over there. That thing brought so much traction on my website just because it was so popular of an event that they found my blog and my post about it before they found it actually there. So those types of things. So if you have something popular in your area, blog about it, post about it. That's a perfect social media content to talk about. Housing trends, obviously. And again, guys, the more that you can take any of this stuff and put it in a video, it's 100% going to be better. Okay, and the thing with Instagram, guys, is post to your reels. When you do a video, post to the reels. Those are getting so much traction. Okay, it's even bigger than TikTok. I have an agent right now. He's posting it to his reels. He's got over 10,000 views. Okay, that you're getting in front of people way more than just your post. Sarah, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. Just because on Instagram, you say post on your reels. What does that mean? Sorry.
No, I wish I could show. I hate Instagram because you can't really show it online. But if you go,
is it one big?
If you're on your phone, you can't see my phone. So if you go to your phone, okay, on the bottom, you'll see like a little play button.
Oh, okay.
That is Reels, and you just keep swiping up, okay, and you're basically getting all of these people that you don't follow.
So I've seen people put their TikToks on their Instagram Reels as well.
You can. Yeah, it's just basically a video. So TikTok is creating a video. So yeah, you guys can create stuff in TikTok and then bring it over 100%. Whatever you're comfortable with. But I'm telling you guys, the more you can do videos, that's where it's at. That's where it's trending. That's where you're going to get more views. That's where you're going to get more interaction. That's where people are going to follow you. You know, guys, in my region, I did a little tour around our offices. And I posted a little snippet of my tour at the end on the Reels. I must have gained like 200 to 300 followers just from doing that stupid little thing. And it was not very exciting. So I'm just telling you guys, like, you guys have way more exciting stuff. You have beautiful properties you can showcase. You're way more interesting than what I did. So just think about it. It's a home run, guys. Celebrity news. So if any
question, Lauren.
Follow, yes.
How do you feel about sharing real estate news? Like on Facebook?
I love real estate news. I think you guys should be sharing real estate news. 100%. I would say if you guys were going to do it,
the article or the website.
I would try to do it yourself, though. If you could do a video and relay it, it's going to make it more interesting than if people reading it. The problem that's happening, guys, and here's just a little thing. sorry, I keep looking over here because my screen is split, but you guys are over here. Is people aren't reading anymore. People have gotten so lazy. This is why what's happening and why video is so big. People are not reading. They don't read. We're just become a lazy society. So what's happening is they're looking at videos because they want it to be told to them. They want people to just tell them quickly what's going on. So the more that I think you can get in front of them and you can give that real estate tip or that update, that's what's going to happen better. It's going to respond better. And the more that you can keep your videos short. Okay, and I'm talking short, like 30 seconds or less. They're quick little videos. Hey, this is Lauren Johnson. I'm just giving you an update on Fort Lauderdale. This is what's happening. Blah, blah, blah. Done. Post. And guys, and I'm going to tell this to probably all the ladies because all the ladies do this. Don't overanalyze your video. Don't overanalyze it. Just shoot and post it. Don't even review it. Just post it because you're just going to want to do it like 10 times over. Don't. Okay, and the one caveat with the videos, everyone thinks their voice is weird. Right. We all think our voice sounds weird, right? It does to us. But we're the only ones who think that. Everybody else, it's normal. I can't watch myself on video either, guys. So just shoot and post. That's what I say. Shoot and post. Don't look at it. Don't review it. Just do it. Okay. And obviously luxury properties. So if you guys don't have properties that are high end, go to someone in your office. Ask the agent, though, of course. I always say ask the agent permission 100%. Or even new construction that's going on. This is a great thing of where you can show videos. Okay, walk these properties, guys. This is where you guys have such an advantage of going and visiting these beautiful homes that people don't get to see. They want to see this stuff. Okay, sorry, I lost my mouse. And the benefit too with just doing a walkthrough of some place. Okay, this is how quickly it is. Just show your face in the beginning and then do the walkthrough. Just be like, hey, this is Lauren Johnson. I'm at 1234 Drive here with the 34, whatever it is, and then show it. Okay, that's all. They have to make that connection with you and then just shoot the property. Okay, other ideas. Obviously, schools. Talk about the area schools. Talk about the property taxes, especially down here. This is where everyone's moving because of our taxes. The transportation. So I know down in South Florida, we have the Metro Rail. Okay, one of my agents, she actually did a video again on that process. She showed what it's like to ride that. And it was a quick little clip. Here's what it is. Here's how you get here. Here's how it looks when you're on it. That type of thing. And it was great. So think of stuff like that. Obviously, job opportunities, if they're applied to you. Okay. So I wouldn't obviously post a bunch of job opportunities. That would just be silly. But if it applied to you anywhere, that it would highlight. Honestly, just ignore that. I don't know why I put I wouldn't post job opportunities. Promote a neighborhood. Okay. Obviously 100%. And guys, if you guys are farming a certain neighborhood, this is, again, another great way to shoot a video. It could be as simple as literally taking a walk down the street to show how beautiful it is. Okay, we have an area of Coral Gables. It has trees everywhere. That would be a great place to shoot a video and just show this is how quiet and peaceful it is. One of my top agents did this in Fort Lauderdale, and you could literally just hear, he walked down the street and you could hear birds chirping and everything. He got so much response out of it. So just think of that stuff. Obviously, parks are huge. So if you have dog parks too, think of that. And again, the more that you can shoot video, and again, too, beaches 100%, guys. We're in Florida. We are now about to go into winter, okay, fall, winter up north. So guess what? Once you see a big snowstorm up north, y'all should be taking a video of the beach. That will trend so high. When there is a snowstorm up north, you all should be shooting beaches. So think of that, because that relays. You have to look at that stuff. Look at what's happening in the world, okay? If they're having like bad weather, that's when we show how great it is to live in Florida. Obviously, restaurants are always a home run. You guys can even do a simple post of bringing in restaurants. Like maybe you say, what are the top 5 burger restaurants or the top pizza places or something like that. Like that's where you can get creative with these. What are the high-end dining? The luxury restaurants, those types of things, or healthy options. So there's a lot of different ways that you guys can get creative with this. Don't just feel like you just have to get stuck with one restaurant and post and then it's done. But what I always did is look, obviously, for the most popular restaurants. That's the benefit of when you can start tagging them. It's going to help your social media. Of course, entertainment, nightlife is great as well. We have the Seminole Hard Rock here, which is always great to show. We have a great like architectural guitar. That's a great thing to shoot. That's a great thing to show. Even if you guys go out on the town, if you're down on Miami, South Beach, or Fort Lauderdale. I mean, I'm in South Florida, guys, sometimes. But even you guys on the West Coast or Orlando, show those areas. Show where fun stuff is. Okay, sports. We're all in football season right now, right? So, yes. Sarah, you're funny. I like you. Sports are huge, guys. Okay, so anytime you can show sports, if you guys are going to a game, show that. I know, Jennifer, you have the advantage of the Miami Dolphins. That is your benefit to show that. I'm sure you can even show things on that most people couldn't. So I would even maybe have them show the background of that. Show if you could get in that tunnel. That's stuff that nobody gets to see. So I would show that back if you could get in that, which I think you can. So I would definitely show that. I just thought of that for you. That would be huge. Stuff like that. Coffee shops, guys. Somebody has a question?
Yes, I just wanted to find out if you're going to share the note.
Yeah, just shoot me an email. Just say like it's up in my. I'll put my email in the chat and just say like PPT in the subject, and I'll share it to you.
Thank you.
Lord, I have a question.
Yes.
What about sharing like Pinterest pins, like things that you find on Pinterest that you like to share, like on your Facebook page?
I mean, I don't know how well that's going to go off, honestly, but Pinterest is a little hidden site. So I will tell you, Pinterest is kind of a gold mine and I used to actually get a lot of leads from Pinterest. So you guys shouldn't eliminate Pinterest. I would use Pinterest to my advantage. I mean, you certainly can try to share it. I've actually never tried that, Katie, but try it and see how it resonates with people.
Okay.
But you guys can easily do albums and things on Pinterest. The great thing with Pinterest, and if you look at the target market on Pinterest, it's mostly women. So we all know mostly women are making these buying decisions and selling decisions, right? So that's where you have the benefit. The benefit too with Pinterest is if you guys have a listing, you can easily just create an album for that listing, and it's set and go. You don't have to constantly keep feeding it. You don't have to be aware of it. Just set up the album for a listing, and then you have it set, and you can have all those pictures linked back to your website. That's a great lead source. I'm telling you, I got leads from Pinterest. It's like a hidden gem. People don't ever work it. But work it to your advantage, because what's happening with Pinterest is it's getting popular with people who are wanting to start make homes. So they're actually going to Pinterest before they buy a home because they're getting all these ideas. So use that to your advantage. Obviously, day trips, local getaways. So even little hotels. Even if you guys have a hotel that you're going and visiting, or just go visit it for the day and take it. You know, if you have a beautiful hotel, just go shoot it for the day maybe and show it. So those types of things. And obviously, of course, think about your target audience. So if you guys, this is important, okay? So you don't want to always just think that you're marketing to everybody. You can't do blanket marketing. It's never going to work. You have to hone in on who you're actually targeting. And what I mean by that, if you're targeting first-time homeowners, if you're targeting buyers, sellers, if you're in a luxury market, those types of things you have to hone in on, because it's a very different market, how you market to each of those. It's a different message. So think of that, of what you want, who you're focusing on as well, and make sure you're targeting to them. Okay, obviously first-time home buyers, maybe you're talking about getting that deposit down. What does it take for that deposit? Stuff like that is you're talking about. What does it take that they have to know about buying a home? You know, those types of things. And obviously investors. Obviously our investors would know about potential future value. So think of even targeting for them if you are. Okay, then of course we have sellers. So think about all the questions. This is what I talk about. And you guys get a ton of questions. You know it, and you don't even know that that's gold content opportunity right there. Of all the questions that are probably asked of you in a day or even a week, think of those things that are being asked. Buyers, provide answers to those typical questions. And again, that website that I mentioned in the beginning, answerthepublic.com, is a great place of telling you what are people actually looking at. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. Relocating. So those are things to think about. And this is what I used to do, guys. When I would think about blogging content or any kind of social media, I'd be like, okay, I would look at my analytics and I would see, okay, most people are coming from the Northeast. So I would think, okay, if I'm focusing on people coming from the North or out of town, what do they want to know about moving to this area? What do they know that, or what do we know that they don't? So those types of things, think of that stuff. Think of even, of course, activities for children are always a home run. Especially, okay, anything with kids. because it's so hard to think about and find where can you go with kids? What are kid-friendly places? What can you do with kids? I got kids, and that's what I look at every weekend. What am I going to do with them? What do I do with them? Yeah, right. Sarah's like, yeah, pulling out her hair. Right. So that's great if you give them suggestions. What do you do with your kids? So they're not driving you nuts and pulling your hair out like Sarah. Pets, of course, are always a home run. And showcase your pets, guys. That's a great thing to show a personal post of yours. Okay. Everyone loves pets. So show your pets as well. That's a great personal post. That allows them a little bit into your life. Why should people work with you? So think about that too. Why you? What do you offer that somebody else doesn't? And that's where that value proposition comes into play. Remember, guys, we are in a seller's market right now. All of you need to be stating your value. Why do they need an agent? Because most time right now, they don't think they need one. So tell them why. Those types of things. What do you love about the area? Okay, testimonials, of course. And the more that you guys can get video testimonials, it is a home run. So use those video testimonials, and remember that video testimonial now becomes something that you have on your social media. You could put it on your website. You could send it out in an email blast. But these video testimonials, I literally have an agent right now in Coral Gables. She does this 100% for all her testimonials. She just sends it out to them, and they actually send it back to her. She doesn't even stand there and shoot it for them. They do it for her. And I can vouch for this. I did this for my husband's business. Actually, I did this like 10 years ago for my husband's business. And no one ever said no. They love the idea. They feel like they're a celebrity. They feel like they're being featured. They like it. And the better thing with that is because what's happening now is a lot of people think they can't trust people. We've lost so much trust in everybody. So they're not trusting that those written testimonials are really written by them. But a video testimonial, you can't make that up. You're getting the words from the actual buyer or seller. That's like, you can't even put that into paper. So think of that. That's such a great
video testimonial. How do you get a video testimonial? How do you get a video testimonial? Does it go into Google or your page? Where do you put them?
You put them everywhere. I would put it on my social media. I would put it in an email blast. I would put it on my website. Every freaking where you have social, everywhere. Everywhere you are, put your video testimonial.
But how do you get them from the client? You just ask them, you just email them and
ask them to send you a video? Ask them. You just say, hey, can you shoot a video testimonial for me? If they're not comfortable and maybe offer, you'll shoot it for them if they're willing to do it. If not, like I said, this one agent I have doing it, she's not even with them. They're literally sending it to her. So maybe you can even try to make it part of your closing or whatever the last interaction you have with your client. Make it part of that where you ask for that video testimonial and just be like, hey, can I get your thoughts real quick on how it was to work with me, or something really quick. If you put them right on the spot, right when you have them, that's probably the easiest way to do it. Then you don't lose it and you don't wait for them. All right, obviously local real estate market. So what makes unique ways what you have to market your properties? Clients, interview recent home buyers and sellers. Even if your guys are going through a neighborhood, maybe you talk to actual residents that are there. Get their take, what are they saying? Maybe get a video. Staging is a great thing to post. So you guys know that we have Real Vitalize. So if you guys even do any staging, those before and afters are great things for a post. Any renovations that were made are also great ideas for posts. I mean, you guys literally, it's endless. So here's actually a simple calendar sample. This is extremely aggressive because this is every day. I am not saying that you guys need to do a calendar like this. This calendar can probably be broken up into 3 months, honestly. If you take all these and break it up 3 times a week, you probably have 3 months of content right there. But this is just one shot to kind of give you an idea of all the kind of content ideas that you can have. So everybody should be doing a market update. That should at least be something that you do once a month. Very easy. And if you could do it in the video format, that's right there. Brand Serve has a bunch of company content about the brand. They have it in luxury. They have it as regular. Those are great fillers if you guys get stuck on content. And I'll show you where you find that. Of course, behind the scenes, testimonials. Again, I'm not going to go through all this, but you guys get an idea. Ask a question or a poll. Okay, on Instagram, they let you do those polls. Those polls are great because what happens is you're getting engagement. So the more you can actually poll, that's where it's going to help you guys because you're going to get engagement. And the poll can be something as simple as maybe you guys have a listing, you have 2 listings, and one has a beautiful backyard and one that has a pool with the backyard. So maybe you say, okay, what would you prefer? Or maybe you have like something else that you can compare your listings. And maybe it's something as simple. What do you prefer? A wine cellar or I don't know. I mean, I would always say wine cellar, right? But you know what I mean? You can ask this or that type of thing. That's going to start engagement. And then you can even ask simple things of like, hey, are you ready to sell? Are you thinking of selling in 2021? Are you thinking of buying in 2021? Maybe just do a quick poll to get a pulse on your followers to see where they're at. Okay, this is MarketQuest. So this gives you a little update of doing a market update. So MarketQuest does these for you. They are great. Actually, I did the county. You guys can actually pull these. These are posts. They put it in a post form. And I'll show you where that is. But they even give you a snapshot now. Okay, the snapshot will give you an area. So if you guys are farming a certain neighborhood, you can literally go in and pull that snapshot for that neighborhood. Or you could do it by county. Sarah, you have a question?
Yes, because I'm new, MarketQuest is on CB Desk?
Yes, CB Desk.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and I'll try and go in and show it real quick. But you can see the options. It gives you property type. It gives you date range. It even goes into location filters. It'll go as far as down to a subdivision. So you could do a city, a county, even down to the actual neighborhood. And that gives you, again, content ideas. Again, and this is, guys, this is what I say, don't think of the content as just your social media. This now, if you guys are doing email blasts, you're just basically filling your email blast with this content. And again, the great thing with this is it gives you in a story form. So you got to think about how you're putting this. If you're going to do it on Instagram story, they let you download it as tall. If you're going to do it across like a big Facebook cover, it downloads wide, or the square feature on the bottom. That's pretty much universal across all social medias. But it lets you literally export it right as the graphic right there. Obviously, share your love for the community. Okay, and here were some examples. Actually, this is one of our agents. One of our top agents, Tim Smith Group. He did this for the LOL rescue, okay? And this was something that he featured on his social media. And you see what happens. He tagged them. So he got in front of their followers. And obviously, it's something to do with puppies, dogs. I'm assuming it's a rescue thing. So, I mean, that's a home run, guys. You're basically showing that you are a part of this. And of course, who doesn't love helping animals? So showcase that as well. Here was another one, another girl, one of our agents in Texas. And there's something too interesting about her posts. So you see what she has here. She actually uses the Instagram tag. She puts the hashtag. Okay, and this is something to think about for you guys. The hashtag. Use one hashtag for yourself all the time. Hers, she used "Move Me to Texas," which I love this. I love this hashtag. But you see now on everything that she posts, it has "Move Me to Texas." If you see in her bio, you actually could go follow her. It's "Move Me to Texas." On Instagram, it's in her bio, her hashtag. Okay, that starts developing when people start to see you and they see that hashtag. That's another branding way, guys. Okay, so think of that with your brand. What is your brand? Start hashtagging that. If you have a group team name, hashtag that. Okay, this is on BrandServe. This is just to give you, again, if you guys are stuck on templates, they do have templates that you can manipulate in BrandServe. They don't let you put your own logo. So if you guys have your own logo, what you would have to do is export this out and put it in Canva and then overlay your logo on top of it. But this is just an idea, okay? And it lets you basically a small business shout out. This is, again, where I say it's very easy to highlight a business, and especially with after this COVID, all these businesses need help. So you can easily highlight them. And you guys don't have to worry about it. If you guys are featuring a business, go to their website and take a photo off, take their logo off. There is no business in this world that's going to come after you for taking and promoting them. So don't worry about any copyright thing. If you're promoting them, I mean, what I would do anyway, just if you're building relationships, reach out to the business beforehand. Tell them, hey, you want to feature them on your social media. You want to feature them on your email blast, whatever. Let them know. And I don't, again, who's going to say no? They're going to love it. And then what your hope is that they promote it again on their social media and get it out for you in front of their followers. Content templates. So in BrandServe, they also have all of the posts in there for holidays. So you guys can literally go and they have them all for the whole year. You guys can even get ahead and schedule these posts ahead of time for your holidays. So you're not sitting here last minute trying to figure out what you're going to post or what you're going to do. Schedule this stuff in advance. That way you're ahead of the game. They're all on there. You can easily download them. They have videos for some holidays too. 100%. That could even turn into an email. So again, when you guys are sending out emails for these holidays too, think about that stuff. Yes, use videos. This is why, guys, this slide is so important. This is a huge, huge slide, okay? This is where video, why you need to do it. You see what happens. They generate 66% more qualified leads. Social video generates 1,200% more shares. That's insane, guys. That's insane. Who wants more? 1,200% than a text or an image. So all of you better be shooting video. Emails have a more open rate, 96% more open rate with click-through if you do a video. And again, guys, this could be very simple. I'm not saying your whole email needs to be a video. You can literally have a video in the front or in the part of the email. I would do in the front because that's where they're going to see it at the top. Always put the video at the top because most people don't open. That's how you get them to open it. But you can even have a video of you. Say, hey, this is Lauren Johnson. I was just coming to bring you a market update. Here you are, whatever you say, and then that's it. It doesn't need to be long, short and sweet. Even the website, they spend more time, 88% more time on websites with videos. So this is where I'm telling you guys, video is so, so huge. Everybody needs a YouTube account. Okay, that's the #2 most visited site after Google. If any of you have a Gmail account, you automatically have a YouTube, and you probably don't know it. It's already there. So think about that. Video content, and again, these are just with just ideas. Obviously, property tours, that's 100% what people love to see. And you guys, even if you guys don't have the listings, go and ask another agent to go take a shot of their listing. Go to new home constructions and take shots of listings. Obviously, add contact information to each post or your video. So the thing with YouTube, I actually just did this for an agent, so I'm telling you guys, it's real easy. I never did it before, but I added a agent contact card on the back, and I did it right in YouTube. They allow you to literally add your logo, your name, your phone number, your email, right on that back end of the contact card. I did it right in YouTube, so you guys can do it. And I never did it before, and I figured it out. But again, if you guys are in my region or whatever, come to me. I will help you. Provide a link back to listing details, obviously. Repurpose the video content. That's obviously saying then you don't think of just shooting a video as that's only you need. It's across all your content now. It's on your website, it's on your emails, it's on your social media, everywhere. And highlight reels, okay? That's again where you put on those Instagram reels. Content, obviously realtor profile videos, short testimonials, a day in the life videos, your neighborhood video tours, market share videos, home buying 101, property contract walkthrough videos, or ask me anything live. Okay, a lot of agents, what they're doing is they're taking advantage of that Facebook Live feature. That could be ask me anything. And the great thing is you get to save that video now. That video now becomes content for you once you save it. You get to keep that and now share it wherever. All right, so let me show you.
Live, Lauren? I'm sorry to interrupt. How do you save the live video? Like, is it at the end when you're at the end and it's
for Facebook Live?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you do it, when they ask you when you're going to start, they say, how do you want to do this? So I don't know, they give you two options, which I don't know why anyone would take the other option, but the first option is like you only want to have it live for when you're live, which I don't know why anyone would do that. And then the other option is you could save it and it'll basically post to your business page automatically, and then you could download it from there. But obviously always go with the saving. You want to save it, but it gives you that parameter before you start going live. All right, this is Answer the Public, answerthepublic.com. I just want to show this real quick. This is so amazing. So here, if I was going to say real estate in Florida, I typed Florida wrong, of course. Okay, let's spell it right. Okay, so here's what it does. Gathering the data. This is like, it gives you this little wheel. Okay, and now these little wheels, like you guys probably can't read this, but it has, will real estate crash in Florida? So it's again, an opportunity to talk about what's happening in the market. Where do you guys see it going? and that's actually a lot. Look how many people are actually talking about if it's going to crash down here. Who issues real estate license? Okay, some of these are just crazy, but you get the ideas. You could literally get some things on here. How is real estate in Florida? Like, so you see everyone's asking, what is the market doing? This is showing you that's an advantage to talk about what's happening in the market. Where to invest real estate in Florida? Again, for investors, that's going out there. These are live. Okay, so what is the benefit with this? And you see that this keeps going. So there's one here. It gets even more less here. And it gets all these little wheels that give you all these topics of what people are actually searching for. Okay, and then you could literally download this. See this? Download CSV. It's going to let you download. So even if you go and say one day you have a couple minutes, just go search a few things and then download that, and you start gaining that content and save it. Every day when they allow 3 searches. But you get some content in here of what actually people are searching for on Google. This is like this is unheard of, guys, that ever have this. I think this is like a marketer's dream right here. Here is like, what is real estate tax in Florida? See, again, they're talking about the taxes. That's right there. That's already given me 2 content ideas I could use for posting. So just, and I didn't even read them all. So just, again, think about that. Is real estate in Florida a good investment? So these are all giving you little things. Again, you guys can sit there and go around and do different searches and see what are people actually asking for. Okay, what's the other thing I was going to show you? Oh, Canva. Let me show you Canva real quick. So Canva, this is the benefit of if you set up these templates. Okay, so here, where are templates? Okay, so here's some templates. Here's the benefit with this, is that you can basically set these up multiple, okay? So they're so easy. You see with this, just listed. So I have already a template in place. This is obviously has the Coldwell Banker branding. Everything in Teams loads so slow. Okay, and this is how it works. This is how easy it is. I can go in here, I could change this headline very easily to just sold. It's already set up for me. I just highlight that. If I have a new property, I could change this address. I could change this font. I just literally click on these and change it. Now you have this uploads feature. So if this was a different house, where my houses are. Okay, let's just pretend this is my house. I can literally I grab it and drag it. That's how easy it is to change this. Okay, now the benefit with this is this says page 1. Okay, and I can set these up multiple. I have a just sold template, just listed, again, coming soon. I have all these already in place, and I can help anyone in my region. Just come to me and I can help set these up for you. But the benefit now is, let's say, okay, that first one that I switched, I want to post that to social media. Okay, actually, let me do this one. This is the next one. Let's say I want to post just sold. Okay, so this is page 2. So how this works, I literally just hit download. I have my pages right here. I select, okay, I don't want all. I just want page 2. You literally hit done. It downloads right to your computer, and then you post it. It's the easiest thing in the world. Or like Sarah said, if you go pro, you could schedule these out. But even if you don't go pro, even if you just want to test this out, use the free version for a while, that's how you would do it. I would recommend to start off using the free version. Then if you like it, then go from there. What other questions or what other thing was I going to show you? I forgot. We're at like time here. So let me just, let me open it up for questions right now. And you tell me what you guys want to ask, or, oh God, you guys have been blowing up my chat. Okay, let me catch up on the chat. So let me put my email in, because I see a lot of people wanting the slide deck. Okay, this is my email. So just shoot me an email and I will send you the slide deck. Yes, Kelly asked, can we share our content with you? Yes, of course. You guys, I get agents asking me all the time to send stuff and I'll review it. Yes, I'm more than happy to do that, guys. Send me whatever, I'll review it and give you my honest feedback. Do we have any restrictions to add in our videos or information in this job? I'm not quite sure what kind of question is that. You don't have a restriction on videos. If you're talking about as far as like branding or logos or Coldwell Banker, no. No, so as far as the restrictions on sharing real estate news, okay, I would always just anytime you guys share any kind of article outside, just always give credit to that person. That's how you're always going to make sure you never get in trouble. If you copy any article, no matter where it is, always give them credit. That's how you can always make sure you're safe. Go Steelers. If I drive in Coral Gables and take a video of local Spanish style home, this will be okay, right? Yes. Yeah, you may need to be a little careful on posting other people's homes. That's for sure. I wouldn't just go post random people's homes. I did have somebody do that, and I think they got in trouble. So some people may not want their home on there. I have had agents. I literally go up to the homeowner and say, "Hey, do you mind if I just shoot this real quick?" And they've done it. So again, I'm always a big believer. Just CYA, cover your, CYA, ask permission. All right, Sarah, you had a question? You're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Thank you so much. Also with that Canva is that I saw that it does compressed files. So if you have a longer video than normal, what that means, thank you for letting me ask the question, is that it kind of condenses it? Is that what condense?
Yes,
okay.
It makes it smaller.
Okay. And then I also know that if you do get the Canva Pro, I am not a spokesperson for Canva. I just love it. But if you do the Canva Pro, if you take any picture of you, it has a background remover. So anything, like if you have a logo or if you have your headshot, it will eliminate the background and then you can put your photo at the bottom, which to me was worth every $100 because
Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, I used to, like I said, I was Adobe. Adobe's products alone are like thousands to do Photoshop. This is literally all the headache out of it, and I think it's so much easier to use. What other questions you guys got for me? Anything else?
What was the name of that thing to create the headshots you just said?
Oh, in Canva?
Yeah.
Wait, Sarah, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. It's in effects and it's called background remover, but you have to have the pro in order to do it. So.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Which the pro is like $13 a month. But like I said, guys, if you're new, try out the free version. I did a lot with the free version. Make sure you like it. I always like, don't just spend money just because we say, like, I don't like spending money. So
yeah, the free version I just signed up for it. They'll only let you have it for 30 days now. So
okay.
I do have a question. I just finished taking Joe Wise's classes, and he mentioned about video that you shouldn't just post links to your YouTube videos on Facebook. You should post them native. Because it helps with because like Facebook and YouTube hate each other. And so, what's your opinion on that as far as if you own the content, you should post it in its native form on each platform separately, unless you're trying to drive traffic to your Facebook channel.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, the social media is a little different. I mean, Instagram's a little different because you could just get away with putting it on the reels. So you don't have to worry about that linking. But yeah, Facebook for sure. I would do the native files.
Lauren, when you're doing a market update, are there things that, like when I think of a market update, okay, how many like homes have sold in the area? What's the average sales price?
Right.
Is there anything that I'm missing though? Like
no, but I mean, you can use that market quest shot to kind of give an idea. That can basically be your graphic to drive your information. I would even talk about
and then post that thing.
Yeah, maybe talk about, since this has been a crazy year, maybe say like home prices have gone up how much in the last month. Yeah, maybe you don't want to say that, maybe you do.
Where do we find short videos for content that we can put on our socials about like Real Vitalize and
Brand Surf?
And Brand Surf. Because I know for a long time they didn't really have a whole lot. I just think that's such a great program that people don't know about.
Brand Surf has so much, guys, and they're adding to it all the time. Let me just show you real quick. You go to Brand Surf, and this is, again, anything that we talk about with Coldwell Banker, everything's on CB Desk. Here, Brand Surf, it looks like this. Again, everything's slow on Teams. But like I said, they have a bunch of stuff on the brand too, like the Real Vitalize or even the Global Luxury or even the brand that really can just fill in content and show the power of your brand. So here they even have the latest campaigns. They give you an idea on the homepage, but really if you want to go here, marketing assets. They have videos, okay, social media videos, marketing assets, videos, social media videos will show you what they have available as far as anything that you could post. Okay, and if you're new to BrandServe, you've never used it, it works like a shopping cart. So it's going to ask you, I think the videos actually will download right away, but the graphics are different. So when we had the 115 years guiding you home, they had 3 different videos that you could post for that. They had some graphics on our market share data for 2020 in all of our counties. So they had a one over for Florida. Then like my area, they have Miami-Dade, Broward right here. You guys can have your areas here. So they have all this stuff here. They also have here, if I go to marketing assets and I go to social media and you go to post, this is where you can find other content ideas. And now you see this. This is displaying 1 to 30 of 166. So here, here's even one. It said that's either old. It's not either old. I don't know. Hopefully you guys aren't seeing Canada like I am. But here, like this one, 2020 quotables. This has great content in here. The posting of just the brand. So how this works is once you click on this, it'll show you previews. So here I get like, see, this is 1 of 3. You guys probably can't see these, but basically they say like 168.4 million in 1 million plus sales daily, presence in 40 countries and territories. So again, it's talking about the benefit of our brand and how our brand is the strong. So you see how it has all of these. I mean, I basically have 3 pages. I have like 12 graphics here. You literally can post this once a month and you have content. So how this works is you just hit customize to show you how it works like a shopping cart. It works like it's going to charge you, but you're never asked a credit card. Nothing costs anything on here unless you're doing those custom videos. Okay, that's the only thing that ever costs anything on here. So here, what it does, it says version, and it basically describes the headline here. So like I said, that first one says 168.4. If I want that one, I would click on that, hit generate proof. Then it pulls this little proof up. And if I already know it, I don't need to view the proof. You could view it, but basically all I need to do is check that box and hit add to cart. So if you guys are doing a few of these, maybe you want to just add them to the cart and then get to the download and download it. But I think it only lets you have like 3 in a cart. Okay, so then you get like this place order. But see, again, I don't have any credit card in here. It just works like a shopping cart. Okay, and then once you get to place order, you see order receipt. This is now I get my distribute file. So I can get this right now. If I hit get file now, that's going to download right to my computer. I also have the option of publish to social. Now it only does link to your Facebook page. It's Instagram that won't connect like that, but you can post it right from here to your Facebook as an option. I say just download it, then you could just post them to both and make it a lot easier. Okay, but there's a ton of options in here. Okay, you can get lost in this place. What other questions?
Hey, Lauren.
Yes.
So I've got a question about like video implementation. So every one of these platforms that we've kind of discussed today has a very different format and sizing format for each of your videos. Have you found any tools or websites or anything that can be helpful in like resizing videos? Because I'm taking videos on like a nice camera, and then once I'm trying to transition them over to all my social media platforms, you have to edit and the times are all different, and the sizing of each video is very different. So any tips on that?
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have that much. I mean, I use the Ripple, or even I use the editor right on my phone, and I don't have much issues with the videos. It's the stories that you got to worry about. So really what that is that's the only thing I've noticed is with the stories and the post is just shooting different angles. So either you have to have your phone up right or your phone horizontal, depending on how you want to post. So that's something to think about with you guys. If you guys are sharing in Reels, you're going to want your phone vertical. And if you're sharing in post, you're going to want it horizontal. Okay, so that's something to think about. It's a little annoying, but I actually did have this, see if I can find it. I had this thing from Sunbelt that they did all this stuff on videos. And they had it. But I would use, I mean, really your phone, you don't even need an app. Your phone really does a lot of it.
Yeah, definitely. But then like piecing different pieces of video together and kind of editing that into one cohesive piece is a bit difficult. And like you said, you almost have to do it 2 times if you want to use your content for both a reel and for a post.
It's true. You do. I don't know any way to get around that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to resize my videos, and like there is not an easy way that I found.
There isn't. I say you have to basically shoot it either how you want it, which sucks, fortunately.
All right, well, thank you.
I mean, they do have Ripple. Ripple is one I've used. That's pretty good with videos. But I mean, I use because I have a Mac, I use that video editor right as them in the Mac.
Yeah, and then one other quick question about captions. What are your thoughts on having your words like captioned, auto-captioned on the bottom? Have you found a service for that, or?
Yes, well, YouTube does it automatically. If you use YouTube, you could literally just turn it on, and a lot of them have that feature now where you can turn it on. So I haven't had it where you had to do it. A lot of the ones that I've done, they do it for you. I think Instagram even has it where you post, you can hit closed captions. But that's
Okay.
something, that's a good point. That's a good point that he brings up, guys, because what's happening now is how people are watching videos is they're watching it on mute, because what's happening is most of the people are watching videos while they're supposed to be working. So while they're at work, they're sitting here scrolling and they don't want their boss to see, so they have it on mute. So they're saying what's happening is you need to put that closed caption on. So I have found if you just upload it to YouTube, you can literally hit that as an option and it'll put the closed captions for you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
I wouldn't try to do that yourself. That's just a nightmare.
Yeah, too many words per minute.
Yeah, there's no way. I wouldn't even, that was just a headache waiting to happen. Look, even Lendell says closed captions are a must.
Lauren, I have a question.
Yes.
I get emails from BrandServe saying that the contact that I had downloaded will be expiring.
Oh, yeah, that just means that they're going to take it out of your cart. If you have it sitting in your cart still, they'll just remove it out of your cart.
Okay, so it's not that they're gonna that, because I took somebody said that it's something that has something to do with copyright. Does it have to? Do I have to remove it from my post?
No.
Okay.
No. It's just as expiring out of your shopping cart.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Kelly says, any suggestions on introduction scripts to make it more attractive? So there's a script library, you guys, in Sales Pro. They have a bunch of scripts out there. They have scripts on everything. They have letters, calling. So I would search that and see if you can find some scripts on there. But you definitely need to tailor to your audience. Like she says, 100%. You're going to have to, your content's going to be very different for baby boomers, millennials, all of that. So again, that's where those analytics come into place, and looking at who are your followers, what's their age group, who are you marketing to? That's where you have to know. Somebody asked, do we need to add our Coldwell Banker logo in our videos or advertising all the time when we mention our business and real estate? So you are supposed to represent the brand. You technically, so you could do it two ways. So you don't have to, like, social media and video is a little weird because I don't think FREC has any real laws on that. But their big thing is that you have to basically not, you have to show that you work for a brokerage. You can get away with that by, even if you have a YouTube account or your Instagram bio can just say you work with Coldwell Banker Realty. You don't have to say in every single post, you don't have to put the Coldwell Banker logo in. No, you don't. I would have it just in my bio, and that could be the same with YouTube. You can have it in your bio. A lot of agents will either put it at the end card, like I said, that little contact card can have your logo and Coldwell Banker logo as well on it, just to cover. But if you always have it in your bio that you work with Coldwell Banker, before Coldwell, whatever it is, you're fine with that. What other questions?
I'm still in the, I'm actually logged into my Canva Pro and I can't locate the effect to drop the background in the headshot.
Oh yeah, it's in there. I've seen it. I'd have to go back and look. We can talk outside of this.
Okay.
Any other questions you guys have? I know because we're over time here. All right, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I thank you guys so much, and I just say, like, get out there and do it, and ask guys for help. You know, I'm happy to help anyone in my region 100% to get started with this stuff. But just get out there and do it. Start being aware of your surroundings. Start being aware of where you go, and document it, guys. That's where your content's gonna come from. And then think about what people are asking you on a daily basis. Remember that if you guys are getting calls and all of that, that's your content. What are people asking? What are people wanting to know? That's your content. All right. I'm gonna let you guys go. I thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. I hope everyone has a great rest of the day and a great rest of the week, and I will talk to everyone soon. Thanks, everybody.